And that was the.
That's the one.
Well, we are going now.
Okay. Where are we going? So self-conscious. Alright, so you guys want to get started then?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The team finally made it to town. The second Duncan left, we started the clown. Eric got a map he couldn't read for crap. He didn't let on to not look like a sap. He went out to the slums, found a choking bum. The party's gender bin followed him to meet his end. A demon came because it can, then it turned tail and ran. Lorenzo went to sleep at an inn, and that's all he did at the end. The twins met everyone's favorite lich, the one and only Sasaki the bitch. They got into a fight and triumphed with their might. They may not be on the side of right, but at least aren't a blight. They got brands on their hands and don't know what it's. We know it's for the Holy Grail War. Stonewalker and Gaël went to visit a jail. We didn't really get to that, but Stonewalker is wearing Duncan's hat. What will happen this time? Hopefully it'll be something easier to rhyme. But we know that everyone will be fine unless their name is Eric Stein. Because Eric's and ain't no one gonna cry.
Oh my god!
Nat19, y'all!
Nat19, y'all!
I'd like,
I'll cry because I used a healing potion on you.
I'd like to point out that the command seals are actually not on their hands.
It
Oh
rhymed!
It rhymed!
I believe that calls the quality of your entire rap into question.
Streamer.
Yeah, it's I feel like you haven't done your research.
Actually.
I literally just wrote this 5 minutes ago!
Dude, I'm so fucking impressed.
I'm starting to call into question the validity of this entire stream.
Actually, Santa Claus could not be summoned as a servant, actually.
All right. So, welcome back to Nat19. That was our recap of last game.
Pretty sure that's the best recap of
Nobody
anything
refreshed
ever.
yet and got on the page.
Yeah. Wouldn't it? I'm gonna make sure we actually are streaming. Yeah, we actually are streaming. Good.
I was about to say, that's not gonna be...
Fuck, now I don't know where I am mentally. So I'm gonna get a timer going real quick. Hey, Carrie, you got your dice all set up yet?
No, yes.
Did the chat actually get to hear that?
One sec.
We might want to tell some of the chat that aren't that haven't refreshed yet that we're live.
Yo, shit.
Yeah.
I'll get on. Tell them.
They missed the rap.
Oh.
So they didn't miss crap.
1 second.
That's true.
Fuck you.
Hey.
I don't think they heard it. They're just talking about gunmen in chat, looks like.
All right. Yeah. So.
Wait, so can the chat not hear you?
Oh no, I just got on really quick to tell them to refresh, and I got back off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they heard like half. Cool.
Okay, so last time even though we had that recap, general events that happened last time.
Let's just make the recap completely for naught.
Well, it's
Thanks.
for the sake of
it's for the
sake of
purposes.
it's for the sake of clarity.
Wow.
Fucking yeah. So last time they arrived in Greywell, they split up into different groups. Lorenzo went to sleep. The twins went and did a job for Sasuke where they fought a shield guardian and got 2 new weapons. Robin and Eric went off and fought a demon that injured Eric greatly and then ran away because it refused to leave the shadows. They went to an infirmary with an otherwise killed man. He's like steps away from death. And Gaël and Stonewalker, disguised as Duncan, decided to go see if they could pick up any information about Gear Free, I assume, at the local prison. See if
and
anybody
Gaël actually thinks I'm Duncan right now.
Oh my god.
So does Eric.
So as we're walking there, it's just like, so what do you like about Stonewalker?
1 sec, I need.
Yo, I don't like this giant skull in the middle of Fantasy Grounds.
Just hit the
Death
X.
is looming!
It worries me.
It's an evil presence.
I mean, we literally had the DM singing because Eric's gonna die earlier.
Nah, 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 nah.
Oh my god.
Eric's gonna die.
Boop. Who
I
the
put
fuck?
together a lovely tribute, especially
Who's,
considering the short notice.
Someone's messaging me very suddenly about something relatively urgent. I don't... Fucking... Sorry for the timing.
It's okay. Ripperoni.
All right, crap. DM's not here, guys. We have to entertain.
I'm dancing.
How's about that airline food?
Oh my god.
When in doubt, make Emerald belch.
That's better.
It'll always work. Don't worry, guys.
Could we just never have him in these again? That'd be
I don't know about you
great.
guys, but I'm getting comfortable. I'm taking off my pants.
Nope.
Oh damn, son.
Time.
You were wearing
Have
pants
mine
to
on
begin
to
I
with?
was gonna say
Alright.
I would have to be wearing pants.
Okay.
Take off my
I'm good now.
pants.
Okay, so we're gonna go...
I have a shirt on. That's just because whenever the shirt comes off, that's when I'm mad.
I don't have a shirt on.
Boop.
I'm
Combat tracker.
always completely naked when we
All right,
play this
guys.
game.
Put that up. So, the last time we covered just about everybody except for GAE-EL and STONEWALKER, so we're going to go ahead and start with them. So,
Yay!
Duncan and Gaël, you guys head to a prison. Is there anything you guys would like to take care of on the way? Anything you'd like to do, look out for in the city? Just so you guys know, there's only a few hours left until you're supposed to meet at the castle to meet up with Lady Thelka to discuss getting through the gate to Northern Idelia.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah,
Well, you know, I mean, on the way there, I think STONEWALKER's a little distracted because once she learned that Gaël didn't know that she was STONEWALKER, she's been fishing for compliments.
Thirsty bitch.
can go ahead and run through that conversation if you want.
Thirsty as fuck.
Might want to stop at a pub, get something to
So
drink.
go ahead, run through that conversation.
So you're just walking through, you know. At some point, it's just like the whole thing of them going there. It's just like what do you like about STONEWALKER?
I mean, many things. Why do you ask?
You know, just you all seem really close, right?
We are good friends.
Oh,
I do like that she doesn't like killing things too much. Even if sometimes she saves gross things like spiders.
Just turns back, just poking fingers, Duncan blush.
The wonderful thing about this is that as Duncan, you can like bring these things up as awkwardly as you want because he's awkward anyways. So what do you guys are like friends? This is not out of character for you.
It's a weird thing to say, Gaël.
just like, I mean though, yeah, but she is your friend, but she's pretty cute, right?
Yes.
Turns around, just like fist bumps.
Oh my god. No, I'm dying. I'm dying right now.
And it's just like as just get the compliment, just kind of like puts hand behind head, just like, well, I mean, you're pretty cute too, Gaël.
Oh wow, now it's weird.
Oh, I didn't know.
Never mind. Let's just go.
Are you coming on to me, Duncan?
Oh no.
Sink my ship.
Oh my god.
You just gave me a new ship to sail.
Yo, hell yeah!
I just can't wait until he sees regular Duncan again.
Oh my god.
So we
But
eventually.
no, at that point, just like embarrassed for saying that he's cute, and just starts like speeding forward a little bit faster toward the jail.
All right, you arrive at the at Greywell's prison. It's substantially larger than the one in the previous town that you guys were in. It's a much larger city. It appears to go somewhat underground. Like there's a top layer, but it seems to like go into the mountain on the side of it. But you can see like different parts of it coming out of the mountain. You can see like windows with bars carved out of the side of it, which reinforces the fact that most of this city is like built out of mountain. A lot of houses here are like carved directly from the mountainside. Assuming that you want to go in.
Yes, I'm gonna get up to the door, and even I don't know how Duncan is in this city. I know they'll talk to him, but he's not really like just someone who's always here. So I'm gonna knock.
Okay. Let's see.
Knock on the doorway to the jail.
All right, you go up to.
Duncan never knocks.
You go up to it. You knock. A eye hole in the door opens up. You see a pair of eyes looking out with little bits of metal around them. You assume that it's a guard. Yeah, who is it?
As I look inside, have we learned Duncan's last name?
Roll me wisdom, because I think I've mentioned it once.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, because I have two different things to say depending, but wisdom.
We heard in the first episode he popped up.
16.
Yep. Duncan's name, I think, was mentioned when you guys were in the jail, and they said that he was going to come to like find you guys. His last name's Ravison.
Ooh.
Duncan Ravison. I'm here to look into to look into prisoners.
The High Priest? What are you... Why? What? Sorry, we weren't told that you'd be coming here.
It's a bit of a short notice thing for me as well. Just kind of puts hand behind head like, ha ha ha.
I mean, of course you can come in. Sorry. He, like, the wooden thing slides back over. You hear clicking. The door opens. The initial area that you guys walk into looks basically like an office. There's a desk, a bunch of papers lying around. There's a rack for weapons and whatnot, discarded pieces of armor, boots laid at the door, and then there are what looks like a hallway that ends with stairs that both go up and down, looks like into the mountain, probably to different floors of the prison.
I'm gonna step inside, trying my best to seem like I belong there.
Oh.
I must say, it's an honor to meet you, Duncan. I'd never thought that the High Priest of the Hooded Owl Order would come here to a prison.
I as I step in, I motion back toward Gaël. I'm here on business, actually. I'm looking for a friend of theirs.
Oh.
And I motion to Gaël. This is a outsider. I believe you've probably been told about them.
Yes. We've heard that outsiders. That's why you were let through, right? To go search for them.
Yes. However, I've recently realized that they show us no harm. They have been chosen by Alquam.
He regards the Goliath in front of him. If you trust them, then I guess I trust them too. He looks very cautious.
They saved many lives back in the village.
Well, I'll help any way I can. He, like, turns back to his papers, but, he's, cautious to take his eyes off of Gaël. Partially because of the fact that it's an outsider, partially because of the fact that it's a Goliath. It's a very large man looming over him. He walks around the desk, he pulls out some papers that you assume to be, like, recent registry. So what are you looking... You're looking for other outsiders, then?
Yes. A man about this height... And starts going over, like, details of Gearfried that he should not know.
Oh my god, yes.
Gaël, roll me wisdom.
About yay high, really attractive, like jawline, old.
Oh my god.
So
yes.
Gaël, you are just absorbed in, like, yes, that's correct. Right.
Nodding.
You're more like happy that this seems to be going according to plan. Ah, jeez. No, nothing like that is. Oh, I guess there was.
There was.
Well, nobody's been in here per se, but there were rumors going around about a man that kind of matches that description, causing trouble in town locally. We were told that if we. I spend most of my time on patrol. I'm not usually here. We were told to arrest a man of that description if we saw him.
Trouble in town. What has he done?
Just a suspicious man. We weren't told exactly what he did, just that he'd been causing trouble, that he broke in from the north. Apparently he... We're not exactly sure how he did it, but the active theory is that he scaled the mountain and came over from the north.
Duncan's just nodding. It's like, sounds like him. Sounds like him. He did punch out a dragon.
Oh!
It's true, I saw.
And we were told to apprehend him. Oh, goodness. Oh, gosh. Well, we don't know if he's still here. There hasn't been any disturbances. We were just told to apprehend him. This description was captured from a man who came over the mountain. The first we saw of him, apparently, was him sliding down on a larger piece of rock from the top.
This is in no way showing no face to you. But would you mind? Since we have came this far, if we looked over the prisoners?
Oh, certainly. I'll have to attend you, of course.
Of course.
Okay.
So Geoffrey just like, Erica Seven's like, surfed down a mountain.
Might have been.
Oh
On
my
a piece
God.
of rock, too.
Just inside Stonewalker's head, just like, damn.
Like, he's basically the White Ranger from the Power Rangers movie. He's just that badass.
He is the most interesting man alive. Stay thirsty, my friends.
I'm not gonna lie, that's what I always imagined when he described Beerfried.
I'm just sending a message to Buddy. He just contacted me asking for streaming.
Yo, fuck that guy.
Izzy, if you end up having to peace out early, just give me some warning and that's fine. We can try to like arrange these things earlier from now on to not bump into theirs. I wasn't entirely clear on when their game started.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure either.
You can make Buddy wait, that
thought
rude bitch.
I thought their game started like 8 or 9.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
it started way later too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, a bit later. I think like 6 or something. Sometimes.
Yeah, that'd be 9 for me.
Yeah, dude.
Just looks back to GAE-EL at that point, just making sure that he's all right with everything going on, and if he wants to add anything to the conversation.
Kind of nods as they're walking down the stairs. He's like, "Where's the last sighting you had of this strange mountain man?"
Strange mountain man. There's been reported sightings of him wandering around the city. They stopped a while ago, so either he left or managed to hide somewhere. Of course, the description of a fit elderly man, well, the description was non-specific enough that it might have just been people of suspicious descriptions that weren't him. Whoa, easy. Sudden static, what was that?
Me.
I don't know. Not doing anything.
It's gone now. Okay.
Weird.
We're not. The thing is, I don't fully understand why we've been told to capture the man. He takes his guard ring. He takes you guys to the lower floor first. There it is again. Izzy, did you take your headphones out?
No, I've still got them in.
Weird. Just have to deal with it, I guess. He takes you guys to the lower floor first while he is explaining this stuff to you. He walks you through the cell blocks, most of which are your typical ones. They are just, iron bars, so it's easy to look through them. You get, apart from the occasional weirdly suspect criminal, like a man without a hand, or people with particularly interesting scars, you don't see anybody really that interesting or that even remotely matches what you're looking for.
I actually was wanting to look for something else whenever I was looking at them.
Oh, okay. What were you looking for?
Because of my ability to sense ley energy, I was wanting to see if any of them have been touched by any sort of energy of that sort.
Oh, you're trying to
that way we could get that way I could perhaps either question them or look at them to see if there's any information we can get from anything around this area, including but not limited to bruudhuvv.
Oh shit.
Go ahead. Actually, that is. Ooh. Roll me charisma or wisdom, whichever is high. Or no, charisma or your spellcasting stat. Is charisma your spellcasting stat?
My spellcasting stat is wisdom.
Okay, so either wisdom or charisma, whichever's higher, roll that.
18.
Okay. Also, remember, everybody, I think y'all have 150 inspiration, except I
At
think
least 150 in all to see.
someone has 151 because that's
Someone
just
has
how
you.
Gaël, are you going to relate this to Gaël as well?
Yes, I am going to kind of mention back to him what I'm doing, even though he probably doesn't know that Duncan can do this.
Okay. Gaël, I'd like you to also roll me charisma or wisdom.
22.
Oh shit, son.
Okay, so as you're searching through them, you Duncan relates what you guys would want to look for, like what kind of weird energy you'd want to look for. You find that the markings you got from Alquam seem to assist you in this, Gaël. It gives you like this weird sense of like who's been touched by what kind of energy in the area. And you do eventually come across one man on like the 3rd floor down. By the way, as you guys progress through this place, you were rather shocked at exactly how deep this prison goes. It evidently goes very far underground, to the point where torches have to be lit despite it being relatively bright outside. You come to one man that looks like he was looks like a bandit. Like he has that kind of unclean but
We don't judge based on appearances here.
man
okay?
of the land
Okay.
sort of look to him.
Even though I am from the 1915s Americas, we don't judge on appearance.
And he's wearing a bandana in that way that only bandits wear bandanas.
He is bandito.
Bandito. He appears to be reclining in his jail cell. He's on like the bench at the back of the cell, one hand behind his head, the other is just like hanging off of the bench that he's laying down on, scraping the ground. He appears to just be brushing it. He seems to have been there for a while.
Or is it just Gaël?
Just Gaël, but Gaël could point it out to you if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'd relay that information. This one here seems strange.
He seems like he's been touched by exposed to a lot of ley energy. Like the natural order around him seems like disturbed, as if energy had been pulled out of nature and twisted around him in some great capacity.
I stop and look toward the cell, and before approaching the cell, I turn to the guard who's escorting us. Who is this prisoner?
Oh, this guy, he never actually gave us his name. He was one of several prisoners that came in from northern Idelia. Apparently he was involved in the break-in of the chapel where the Void showed up.
I give a nod. The break-in. I look to Gaël and I step a little bit closer toward the cell. Excuse me.
To the bandit?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wondered if you would talk to me for a while, answer a few questions.
And why would I do that? I'm gonna roll a wisdom check on his part, see if he recognizes you. Boop.
Oh shit.
He has no fucking idea who you are. Alright.
I mean, I could tell him.
You could if you wanted to.
God.
I am of the Church of Alquam.
Mm.
Or at least I was. My name is Duncan.
I'm gonna roll intelligence on his part. Fuck, this guy, he knows nothing about anything.
Oh my god!
God damn it.
I don't concern myself with religion. You sound important.
That's perfectly fine.
What do you want to do with me?
I motion over toward Gaël. My friend here seems to have sensed a strange energy from you, and once I asked about why that could be, I heard about your break-in over in northern Idelia.
Come to chastise me for it, then? Plenty of people
not.
have been in and out.
Of course not. I'd like to just figure some things out, if that'd be fine. I won't ask your name, since you do not wish to give it.
It's not even that.
Oh?
I don't remember.
You don't remember your name?
Nope.
Is it actually Satan?
Do you remember why you did what you did, and who was with you?
Money. I know there's 2 people that hired me and a bunch of other bandits to help out with the break-in. We were just supposed to cause some noise out front of the chapel. Well, they went through some underground tunnels or something and got in a secret way. It was a very well-paying heist. We're going to use the money to get off of Idelia, start a life somewhere else, because this place is just getting downright depressing. But I only remember vague things from the weeks preceding the actual heist.
She looks over toward Gaël, seeing if he has anything to ask him.
He shakes his head.
These people that hired you, was one of them a druid?
Wisdom check. This guy sucks.
Here.
Don't remember.
He knows nothing.
2 men. That's all I really remember. I don't even remember the men I did the job with. The only things I remember are causing a distraction, taunting some of the guards that guard the chapel, getting them mad at us. They chased us around for a while. Seemed like everything was going well.
It's the Benny Hill music.
Oh my god.
It seemed like it seemed like not a lot of work for the amount that the job was going to pay. And then the place twisted. And then there was energy and light. Something happened inside. And my memories are scattered and broken. It's like
Are you in any pain or discomfort?
Nope. Just feel like a large chunk of myself got ripped out. A lot of people that were around the area ended up that way. I actually ended up pretty okay. The guards
Now that I'm directed at him and like looking straight at him, do I sense that it's ley energy or is it the other energy? Is it void?
Roll me
Is it
charisma.
something I can't sense or is it ley energy?
Roll me charisma.
Okay. It's not rolling. There we go.
15. This guy's clearly been touched by the void. He has that feeling, but not to the same extent as like the people that have been completely removed. Like he's not bruudhuvv, but it feels like his existence has been partially encroached upon. Like there's aspects of him.
Where did the void touch him?
I hate you, Gary.
Show me on this doll where the void touched you.
Apparently helping them doing this job screwed up the entire island. So me and a bunch of other people that managed to survive turned ourselves in.
You turned yourself in.
It's hard to
No
explain.
memories of who you are or anything that might have happened?
Nope. It occurred to us we might be safer if we were in jail.
Are any of the other people that you did the job with here? Anybody that may have more information?
If they're here, I don't know. They're definitely not in this cell block. If they are, I don't want to talk to them. I remember most of the people I worked with being left empty, laying on the ground, catatonic. Faces that I felt like I should have known, but I don't remember them. Whatever happened whenever we did that job, it's like everything in the area got twisted and our realities got messed up. It's all above my pay grade. Sorry, I can't really explain much better than that.
No, you've been very helpful.
I don't know why I was transferred here, though. I turned myself into Northern Idelia, and then for some reason they shipped me off here. I got interrogated for a while by the head guards here, and then put here. I don't know what their interest is.
You've been very helpful. Thank you for all the information you can give me. I'll try my best to remember you.
The blessings of Alquam be upon you, or whatever you say.
I look back to the guard. He was very helpful. Do you mind if I give him some food?
He's actually been rather well taken care of. We have explicit orders to keep him and a couple of others that came from the same place as him well fed.
The orders from who?
Lady Thilka, actually. For some reason, they're being treated as if they're guests, apart from the motions to the prison, apart from the whole being detained bit. Of course,
Is there no better cells to give them if they're guests?
It's all pretty uniform here. And apparently, Lady Thilka also wanted them to be kept rather far underground, away from the public.
Understood.
I would introduce you to the other ones, but he, like, pulls you to the side so that the bandit can't hear. The other ones, they refuse to eat. And they're not around anymore.
But where did they go?
Wow.
Wow.
I think it's a good thing that you and I are carrying a dead body.
Duncan just gives a nod, and since this person is being treated as a guest, he's not gonna ask anymore, and he's just gonna walk over toward the cell and reach inside. He's gonna in the palm of his hand. There's going to be 3 good berries.
While Duncan goes off to do that, Gaël's gonna lean into the guard and be like, "So, has there been a blue woman around? She was supposed to be here ahead of us."
God.
I can't say
he
that
just like completely misses the good berries in the hand to talk to the guy.
I
Yep.
can't say I've seen any blue women. I feel like I'd remember.
Take the good berries.
Yep, the guy will like get up, meander over in no particular rush, and take them. His movements are all rather slow and lethargic.
As he gets up to her, I want to whisper to him in Stonewalker voice. I will remember you.
Oh shit.
Okay.
And he just freaks out.
Walks back. A man suddenly talking as a woman is kind of nothing compared to the stuff that he saw at the chapel. So he's like,
Yeah, of course. I knew it wasn't gonna freak him out.
Yeah.
parts of me never existed. Oh no, a woman's voice.
I knew it wasn't gonna freak him out. That's
But
why I did it.
Are you
I
sure
knew
that's
that
not
he
like
wasn't
a...
gonna be like, holy shit, what? And like get the guard on me.
Are you sure that's not like a trigger for him, or?
I mean, bruudhuvv did like talking in girl voices a lot. Maybe that's. I'm kidding.
bruudhuvv. The fuck? Did a bunch of my dice fall on the floor? That's unacceptable.
Oh shit.
Good berries are good for the soul, man.
How dare you?
I just kind of step back and look back toward Gaël and the guard. I think I've seen enough. We do have an audience with the lady after all.
Yeah, I'll see you out then. He like walks you back up. As he's about to see you guys out, he just stops and gets a little bit nervous. And I know it's not worth much coming from me, but I'm sorry about your people, and I think it's very valiant of you to continue trying to fight on our behalf after losing literally everything, Duncan.
You wanna be super fish buddies?
She kind of looks down, puts her hand on like the back of her neck. Thank you.
What the fuck?
There are some people that say that you're just trying to cling to the last bits of importance that you could possibly muster, but I'm optimistic. I think you're legitimately trying to do good for Idelia.
I am trying to do good, but it would be lying of me to say that I don't feel at least a little bit of a tug toward these people being chosen by Alquam and all. the importance of this is not lost on me.
Well, those are matters that you would understand far better than I.
Of course, I'm very sorry.
I wish you a good day.
And you as well.
For your time.
He like
Please,
puts his
if
hand out to
there
shake
ever
the.
if there ever is that man that we spoke of brought here, while we're still here in the city, could you please inform? And he's just gonna say the hotel they're staying at.
Okay, certainly.
And if you see a blue woman, tell her we left already.
I
Yeah,
will
she's
do, and it was nice.
rather cute about this height. I mean, kind of like putting that emotion to Gaël about this high on them. They look really good together.
Jesus.
Yeah, understood. He puts his hand out to you, Gaël. It was very nice meeting you. Thank you for your service to Duncan. He kind of puts his hand out. He seems to be his hand's shaking a little bit as he expects you to shake it.
Reach out and shake his hand.
As you grip his hand, he seems to wince slightly, expecting it to hurt, and then softens whenever it doesn't. Ooh, okay. Gentle, good, right.
We take our leave.
Okay. You guys take your leave. Are you going to head back to the hotel, or are you guys going to head to the castle?
As they step out from there, and he's just gonna look over toward Gaël. What now?
Oh shit.
We should probably meet up with everyone else before heading to the palace.
Perhaps Stonewalker made her way back to the hotel anyway.
Alright. We'll stay at the inn then.
Alright. Twins, we're not going to go back to you fully, but what are you guys planning to do afterwards, after you've done your bit with Sasaki and getting those weapons?
Aren't we still fucking KO'd?
You're conscious, you just were exhausted afterwards.
Okay.
I guess we probably want to go back to the hotel so that we can crash forever.
Yo, yeah. And cuddle our swords so that we can attune to them.
Lorenzo made the right choice.
Okay. So you guys are going to head back there as well. Then we're going
crawling back to the hotel
I wonder if I summoned a slime, would it drag us or just try to eat us?
It would try to eat
God.
you. It would definitely try to eat you.
Is it worth the risk? I think it might be.
You can summon a party that can summon griffins and you can summon slime, you useless fuck.
You can't exactly put a saddle on one.
It would just sink in.
Just sink
Can,
in.
however, throw it on
Sorry,
dead
I
bodies
want
and
to
dissolve
use
the
some.
corpses.
Oh! That wouldn't work, it's made of shadows. I was gonna say, can I summon my... try and ride my shadow dog to the hotel? That wouldn't work.
It could drag you.
Would it? Can I try that?
You don't have the spell slots to do it, remember?
Fuck! I don't! Damn it!
Rip.
But if you did, it could.
Could it? That would be pretty damn sweet.
Just
Get
drag
that
your
shit.
ass.
Yo,
You'd
right?
be
Fucking Ian's just like, what can you summon? And I'm like, bye!
You'd be dragged
Right.
around on the cobblestone. Your entire
No,
body
no.
would be a scab.
What she would do is it grabs Ian by the leg and starts pulling him. She sits on Ian.
Oh my god. Yo, yeah, that's actually a good call.
Fine. This is fine.
This is fine.
This is life now. This is fine.
It's
you guys-
walking.
You guys are going to head back to the hotel. In that case, we're going to go to Robin and Eric. Eric, you currently have 23 damage. Robin, you have 3. You guys are on your way to an infirmary, right?
Yes, and I had that guy over my shoulder still.
You get him there. As you approach...
Really quickly, on our way there, do we see any guards?
Just in general around the town?
Yeah, on our way to the infirmary.
And any more shadows.
Yeah, you'd see lots of shadows.
Any stabby, murdery shadows.
Not that you can tell. You would pass a few guards in front of important buildings or on patrol around the area. none of them seem to really regard you very much. You're carrying a dead man, but they don't seem to think it's their business.
I'd like to stop at one of the guards really quickly.
Okay.
Oh shit, he actually died?
Wait, is he actually dead?
No, but just, as far as they're concerned, you're carrying an unmoving corpse.
Oh, okay.
Hey there. You look good in that uniform. Perhaps you could help me and my friend here find our way to the infirmary.
I can't remember. Did you guys know?
I got a corpse.
We do, but I specifically want to like strike up a conversation with a guard.
Roll me charisma.
I also like unbutton my armor a little bit to reveal. Roll charisma.
Yeah. To reveal my charisma roll.
Eric's still just going in the direction he was walking, checking his head.
20.
Okay, so yeah, the guards. So what was your phrasing? What did you say to the guard?
Perhaps you could help me and my friend find our way to the infirmary.
Certainly, ma'am. Do you want me to take you there myself?
Oh, I'd love that. Big, strong guard like you.
Holy shit, this is the best.
Oh, I'm not. He's like starts to move, like looking at his armor and like looking at his uniform. That's not. I mean, I try. Do you need some help carrying that body?
I'm fine. Let's get to the infirmary.
Are you sure? I could handle it.
Eric looks from Martin Robin to the guard. Oh, I'm pretty sure Martin there's more than you can have.
He likes to laugh. That's my middle name. But the name's Robin. Pleasure to meet you.
That's a lovely name.
I thank you. You got a name yourself?
Alphonse.
Alphonse. Say, you wouldn't happen to know that Hadwin the White, would you?
Oh my god.
Hadwin? One
Or
of
Radley the Red?
Everyone in Greywell knows about them, and I serve indirectly under them.
You know anything about what they're like?
Radley is a very passionate man. Anytime that we've had to rally the guards in the city and address the knights and guards alike, he always gives a fiery speech that gets us all ready for whatever it is we have to do. As for Hadwin, no one's ever heard him say much. He's fairly stoic. I've seen him at ceremonies and at public addresses, but not much is known about him. They grew up together.
Like him more.
They grew up together with Lady Thelka, as far as I know, and they are entirely dedicated to her. Quickly tags on, as are all the guards and knights of the city, of course.
I love a man who can defend.
This is the best, dude. I'm so happy.
What do you know about Lady Thelka?
She has served for a number of years. She's in her prime. She comes from a lineage of very competent rulers. I believe that her decision to close the gate to northern Idelia was a wise one. I've never actually been up close to her, though.
Do you know the sort of things she values?
Her knights, honor, tradition.
I see. And what do you value?
You know. Keeping the peace. Keeping the peace. Fighting the good fight.
In my head, I'm just imagining him like flexing while he's doing like,
Yo, yeah.
keeping the peace.
I try to
like
be
showing the guns off.
I try to serve as an example for my fellow guards. You know, not all of them believe in their job as much as I do, but some of them say things like, "What if we get attacked by the people from the void?" I'm not worried though. I'm willing to defend my home to my last breath.
How inspiring.
I bet you that gets you noticed by your superiors.
Yes, I'm probably up for promotion, in fact.
Oh my god.
And who do you serve under?
Nobody you would know, just a guard above me.
You know, it would be swell if you could eventually one day serve under Radley the Red.
I would be honored to serve under Lady Thelka's 2 knights. I think anybody in the city would want that.
Well,
unfortunately, the order of knights that follow them are mostly of noble families within the city. I don't have much chance of ever becoming a knight myself.
well, it's been a good talk. I gotta go with my friend and immediately leave.
I'm gonna just quickly roll. Okay, yeah, you are relatively close to the infirmary at this point. Like, you can just kind of see it down the road.
Alright. So I guess we head to the infirmary.
You're going so soon? If you need anything while you're in the city, please ask for Alphonse.
Oh,
you need any loving in the city.
If I need a man who knows how to swing a sword, I'll be calling on you.
Yo, get it, girl!
He's really taken to the whole Robin thing.
I love it! Oh my god!
He bows to you and then heads, as you head off, he heads back to his post, which he just abandoned.
Lord help us all.
He's got a post of his own.
Hey!
Ew.
You get into the infirmary. It is one of a few in the town. It's relatively small. It's essentially a repurposed inn from old times. There's some people out front that look like they're dressed in uniforms that immediately tip you off that they're medical personnel.
Hey, we got a priest and a dead guy.
I walk up to the I'm assuming there's like a counter or something we can walk to. Check-in area.
A priest, an assassin, and a dead man walk into a bar.
Yo, right, that's what I was thinking.
Two are the same person.
They
He's not dead yet. He's only mostly dead.
Oh shit.
the person at the front.
Rectify that.
The person at the front looks up, sees that you're both rather injured. They motion to some other people, which quickly rush over to you, and you're instantly hit with a barrage of questions about, like, what happened, where did they find you, like, the nature of your injuries, because neither of you are really cut. Like, most of this damage is, like, necrotic, like it was rotting flesh and dehydration and whatnot. So the first thing they do after establishing that is they get water. They, like, bring you guys to some beds. Is there anything you'd, like, specifically like to do?
I'd like to get healed and ask for one of the nurses or doctors for information about the town.
Okay. Regarding the healing, I'd like you to roll me 4d4 plus 4.
44? Alright.
And apart from that, any healing you do is going to be based off of however many, like, HD you use.
44 plus 4?
Yeah. Crow, have a nice day. Thank you, Zombie. You have a nice day, too.
No.
Have a good one, zombie.
I hope everyone has a good day.
15.
Yeah.
Oh, 15.
Except for that one person. Fuck them. You know who you are.
So
15.
So that puts you at 8 damage. And now, during the time you're going to spend here, you're going to be. We'll treat it as a short rest. You can use up to 6 of your HD to rest. How many would you like to use?
Which hit dice is a 6 for me?
8.
1d6. Oh, I have a 1d8.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll use 2 hit die while I rest them.
Okay, I rolled them. You're down to 4 of them, and you are completely healed at this point.
Yay.
Yeah,
Get that shit.
both of them gave you 4.
Oh damn.
Okay.
It's actually a nice little thing. If you open your page, it actually keeps track of how many you've got. By the way, if you ever want to, you can just click on your sheet and click like rest, and then you can click short rest, and it'll reset stuff like spell slots and whatnot for you.
Ah, cool.
But in that case, so what would you like to do while you're healing?
I was going to ask. Well, I was going to ask one of the first off about the demons, then about the Lady of the Land, and the two knights that we've been talking about earlier, the white and the red.
Regarding
the white hot dog.
Regarding the demons, they don't give you all that much information. They mention that there's been a lot of dead bodies found where people have mysteriously died from dehydration and symptoms similar to what you have, but they haven't been able to correlate it to anything in particular, so they don't know anything about the demons themselves.
Well, I just explained to them what happened to me and that it was a demon that got me.
As you explain it, a couple of them begin taking notes, and they keep track of this. A couple of them nod, and they're like, that makes sense if it's a demon that's been sucking the life force out of people. So it looks like they just take in the information for curing anyone else that comes in. One of them sends another one off. He goes tells him to go find a priest or anyone who would know anything about demons. So he's off into the city. Regarding the information about the knights, you don't find out anything really new. Most of the information is just one's very passionate, one's very stoic. They work together as a team all the time. One is considered Lady Thelka's sword, the other her shield. Basic information about how apparently the three of them grew up together and they're basically inseparable. Nothing great beyond that.
Right.
Anything about where they grew up or how they grew up?
In this city, in the surrounding areas. Because Lady Thelka's part of a lineage that, they are the royalty. And when she was young and not in power yet, they were kids that grew up in the surrounding area, befriended her, and grew up to become knights. They both belong to noble families.
I also want to ask a little bit about the local religions like Alquam. All we've really heard Duncan. I kind of want to get the layperson opinion of the two major groups.
So you're asking in general about them.
I can roll for it if you want or anything.
Sure, go for it. Roll me investigation.
Ooh.
Because again, like I said, we've all more or less just gotten it from Duncan's point of view.
Yeah. And no matter how honest he tries to be, he's
18.
ultimately going to be biased. 18. Okay, so information that you acquire, a lot of it correlates to what Duncan said in that they describe the kind of pathetic state of the Church of Alquam, or the Order of the Hooded Owls. They describe that they were prominent before, and they tended to keep to themselves and their own, tend to keep themselves in their own ways, as did the priests of Kiren. Even though the priests of Kiren were a bit more social, they would, plan events, they would, host feasts and whatnot every few years for people, whereas Alquam's followers tend to keep to themselves, probably because of the nature of their religion and how they had a darker appearance. They didn't feel that the public would take to them as readily. They express some surprise when they talk about how the Order of Kiren turned on the rest of Idelia and succumbed to the void whenever Kiren was taken over by it. That they would never have expected that they'd be the ones to try to rise up and take power. And whenever they talk about the Order of Alquam, of the Order of the Hooded Owls being destroyed, they speak of the savagery of the attacks, how basically a small army of Darklings and Kiren itself fell upon the Chapel of Alquam and eradicated basically everybody in their religion apart from a few people that managed to escape and are claiming to have no association at this point to the Order of Alquam, and also Duncan. Nobody knows exactly how Duncan escaped, but he's the only notable survivor of the attack. And they also speak of him kind of in a past tense when they talk about him being the High Priest, because now he's effectively the High Priest of only himself.
Right. I also ask if they've heard of a man or seen a man that matches Gearfried's description.
Roll me investigation again.
17.
17. They do mention that a man like that didn't come in to get treated, but he did bring them. He walked in at one point carrying 2 bodies over his shoulders and turned them into.
Surfing at the time on a rock.
No, they say that he was fucking comes always surfing on like a magic rock. I have tamed the mountain. It is mine now.
Well, he's adapted well.
He brought in 2 at one point. Guys, at one point he brought in 2 bodies that were affected with the same things that you were. They were too close to death to be saved, but it appears that he found 2 victims that had been attacked by this demon, and he brought them in. And ever since then, he has been periodically, like, it's been, what, about a week and a half since you guys arrived? Every few days, he tends to come in and ask how things are going, ask if the victims are still happening, and they essentially always just tell him, like, yes, it's an ongoing issue, and he's left. And one of them supposes that it seems like he's been trying to hunt down that demon.
I also asked if did they expect him in today based off his pattern.
He came in erratically. Like, one time he came in after 2 days, the next came in a half day later, then 3 days. Like, he's not predictable at all.
I write down the name of our hotel, and if he comes in, I tell them to send him over our way, that we're in town.
Just giving you the information that Duncan's pretty insistent that you guys only stay here for, like, the night, because he has to get back to Northern Idelia. So, you would also know that you're not going to be there after tonight.
Well, I mean, he could show up tonight.
He could show up after we left here.
Yeah, that's fair. I was just saying, like, you could include information about that as well.
Yeah, that's what I meant, like, you know, for our duration of our stay and everything.
Yeah.
No,
all right.
He can't show up at the hospital or show up at the freaking jail by then.
Also, just add where we're headed after this.
Well, one sec. Getting contacted by somebody.
Once he came.
Sure. All right. So, also, I'm gonna go ahead and heal you as well, Doctor.
Yay.
Going to use one of your HD to heal you, if that's okay. That should be all you need.
What is HD?
The things that you expend whenever you take a short rest.
Hit dice.
Okay.
Yeah, hit dice.
Yeah. Okay.
Bam. Yep, you are recovered up to full now.
Sweet.
All right, so that's about the
They heal
extent
up to full, and they're like, God, I love being in a place that has magic. Imagine if this world didn't have magic. You might have died.
It would be a glorious death.
God damn it, Hawk.
What would you guys like to do now? You spent about an hour there. You have a couple of hours before you're supposed to meet at the hotel, then head to the castle.
Kind of want to look around for Gearfried a little bit more. First, I want to check, make sure that the guy we saved is dead.
I'm gonna roll a Constitution save.
Is he alive or is he dead?
Okay. The man that you tried to save unfortunately passed away.
Damn it!
Oh,
I rolled him. He just nat 1'd on that.
So that guy's
Jesus. He just like died and cracked himself the second we hit the threshold of this building.
Yeah.
Bro, was that guy the reason there's a skull on the screen?
He got it.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
He did.
Oh,
In
Have been talking about the
hindsight-
guard so long.
Yeah, in hindsight, perhaps that should have taken place afterwards.
Yeah,
But-
that's why I was still walking.
But at the same time,
All right.
worth for that Alphonse.
We're meeting back at the hotel and then going to the castle, right?
Yes. Though you could head to the
I look
castle
over
if
to-
you wanted to.
Yeah. I was looking over Robin to see if she wanted to try and keep an eye out for Gearfried or the shadow monster while we head
Does
towards
the
the castle.
Does the inn have like a tavern in it?
Yes.
Could be worth just heading back then.
And we could all like talk about what happened.
All right, I guess we'll
Actually,
head
the
back
two
then.
with swords.
I still want to try and keep an eye out.
Don't
for
worry about it.
Back, if possible.
it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Wait,
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
roll me perception. roll me perception. You, Guy, you, Eric.
Oh.
There we go. I know your name. I know your character's name too.
I am
fucking-
really glad I have like a 9 on perception.
I'm actually gonna go
It's
in.
understandable to like kind of forget Eric sometimes when there's people like with names like Gaël, Lorenzo.
Yeah.
26
Actually-
on perception.
Also, Robin, you is in that
Perception.
way that you did before. Yes, perception. Ever since you used your eyes the way you did before to track Eric, you find that you're more aware of your surroundings. You
Sweet.
now have twice proficiency on your perception checks.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 26 on mine.
Holy shit,
What?
that's high.
At 26, goddamn. You
You
perceived
look
a
up,
lot.
you notice you're free surfing.
And you
I
rolled
got a
as
plus
well.
9 on it.
You rolled as well, Robin.
Yeah, 18.
Okay. You're like, I have eyes that's like sense the world around me. He's like, I'm just keeping an eye out.
I have universal awareness.
Alright, I'm gonna go grab some water and be right back, and then we will have all of you guys. Okay, we'll have all you guys meet back at the hotel.
I
You-
ordered
Universal awareness of everything but maps.
Yes.
By the way, I
Yeah,
had
like-
an amazing adventure in the hotel room. Sleeping.
By an amazing adventure, I mean I called in a favor. They brought me the greatest grilled cheese.
I wish.
Just like, guys, seriously, the grilled cheese here to die for. Looks to Eric. Eric's just like stares.
Eric's like, well, we all gotta die sometime. Eric slowly.
Gaël walks in. Where's Stonewalker? Looks to Duncan. Looks back to the group. Looks back toward Duncan. Stonewalker's there.
Oh, hello.
Looks back. Where's Duncan?
I'll get into the hotel room and Lorenzo's been murdered somehow.
Jesus fuck.
There's a
Like, I'm
sword
s-
through his chest.
So Lorenzo's the
legit
reason there's a
slowly-
skull in the chat. There's a skull in the screen.
Nah.
You find
No,
Yearfrey
because that's
standing over Lorenzo's corpse, standing in the window. He just looks back. He's like, I'm sorry. Leaves out.
I figured out that Lorenzo actually was a spy.
The skull's there because of the death of Eric's beliefs. I'm slowly
Jesus
moving him towards.
Christ.
I'm slowly moving him towards existential nihilism.
Looks to Duncan, looks back to the people, looks back to Duncan, notices it's Stonewalker now. Where'd Duncan go? He went to the castle. That's when he had to go and be with the lady, remember?
He also said for you not to say anything about this to him.
Oh, yes.
No, he said to bring this up to him all the time. I'm kidding.
So are you gonna tell Duncan the compliment he got, or are you just gonna not let him know?
I'm not gonna say shit.
Oh my god. Hell yeah.
I might be like at some point if I'm ever alone with Duncan away from Gaël, be like, oh, somebody at the prison said that you're doing good.
Oh.
But mostly like as long as Gaël is around, she's not gonna say shit because it's like I can't let him know that I was fishing for compliments.
No point. I feel
And
you,
also
girl.
said that we look good together.
I
Gaël
feel
leans
you,
into
girl.
Stonewalker's like, I think Duncan likes you.
Oh.
I think that Duncan likes
You for some
He was
reason.
asking lots of questions about you.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Dan.
Welcome back.
I'll have to let him down gently.
Oh.
So yeah, 26 and 18. Did we find anything cool?
Nothing sneaks up on you for certain. However, you do notice. I'm actually gonna have to.
Okay. I'm not liking this.
Gonna
I
roll.
am.
Boop. And then you would not have any bonus on that. You do notice as you're walking that it might be a coincidence, but as you're moving back to the hotel, some knights are kind of following you at a fairly wide distance, like a couple blocks away from you, typically. And it's never the same one for too long, but it seems like every time you cross paths with anyone in like knight armor, which just seems to be much more frequent on your way back, they seem to happen to start walking the way that you're going for a while.
Where were all these assholes when we had to get this guy to the freaking hospital?
I whisper to Robin and point out to her, I think you've picked up more fans, perhaps.
Ooh.
They
You wanna
all
try-
the other guard. Hey, this girl's really easy.
Cute Alphonse, like, back at, like, the barracks. Yeah, I totally did her.
Oh god.
Martin, you may wish to button up because we may have a fight.
We don't have to fight.
Or an
Let's just
ambush.
try and ditch them.
I mean, I could ditch them.
I mean, you gave them the address you're going to be staying at. I doubt you can ditch them.
No, we gave the hospital the address.
I've got really good athletics and
Shadows.
acrobatics.
All right, fuck it. Let's try and ditch them.
All right, both of you.
I'm gonna cut a corner and roll for stealth.
One jump ahead of the bread line.
Both of
Oh,
you
hell
roll
yeah.
me athletics or acrobatics, whichever's higher.
Acrobatics.
I'm going to put in. Can we put multiple advantage through here?
Yeah, sure.
I'll use 2.
How do you do
advantage. All right, I'll use 1 advantage.
No, just do the roll multiple times.
Okay, I'm gonna use 3 advantage. So
Ooh, that's good. I have a 23 on stealth. Or not stealth, advantage. Acrobatics.
Okay.
18.
18. Yeah, you both managed to get away. The guards don't seem to pursue you all that determinedly. They as soon as you start booking it, they seem to actually stop and back off. You don't see any more for a while.
They just look down all dejected, like, we just wanted to smash.
Oh no.
I'm a smash.
We want to smash.
You make it back to the hotel as long as you try to get all the way back there without any major issue after that point.
Cool.
Like my whole thing is, I didn't think they were going to attack us or anything.
I just wanted to
see,
stealth. Boy.
I wanted to see how persistent they would be. Like if we did try and ditch,
Not at all.
how obvious would they be in trying and keeping up?
If you did want to ditch, I was actually just gonna walk up to him, just say hey.
Yeah. So they
All right.
they haven't they didn't pursue you at all.
All right, cool.
We heard there was 2 lovely ladies going down the thing. Eric just stares at them.
Eric has a 9 on charisma. He's not a lovely.
What the fuck does that mean? I have a high charisma.
like-
I am not a woman.
Don't have high charisma.
No. He has a low charisma. Like
Oh.
I don't know. I've always been told that like if you have like the beauty of a person is affected by charisma.
Not really 1-to-1.
In
It's
older
just
games.
the general personality, like how alluring or
Okay.
convincing you are. It has nothing to do with. It's not like 1-to-1 with how attractive you are.
Okay, that's just what I've always heard. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, unless you have like a 3.
Everybody makes it
Then
back.
you're ugly on the inside and the outside.
Lorenzo, you wake up.
Oh god.
Oh. Hey.
Get a sword through your chest.
Oh god.
Oh golly, how did that happen?
It's one of the swords that the
This
twins
should
got.
be there.
You're really a sound sleeper, man. I mean,
Rolls over Gaël and said hello.
Oh, Stonewalker, you're still Duncan?
well, I mean, am I there right now?
I'm just saying, like, you would probably wake up a little bit before they get back.
Okay, good.
Okay.
You just like to wait for them all to return?
Yeah, I mean, I got nothing to do. I slept all day.
I had the greatest of naps.
Aw.
As
I
you
feel very refreshed.
are you going to stay in the room or are you going to do anything else? Roll me perception.
Okay. I'll roll with 5 dice. Is that good?
Sure. Whatever this is, I want to hear it.
By the way?
Do you like my chair? I
All
consider
right, so
myself
18
an
is my
expert on
highest
fine chairs.
plus, 6.
All right.
So that's,
You hear what is momentarily a rather heated argument downstairs between 2 voices you don't recognize. What is this? Helping replace those used advantage because of Latin. Whoever, yeah, so we just got, looks like, well, we'll say that's $7, and it's going to, I assume that's actually intended to go to Doctor.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, what did the message say?
Just says the, what is it, $7 helping replace those used advantage because of Latin.
One jump ahead of the bread line.
Oh,
One
because
swing,
Doc
head,
and
sword.
I both used 2.
I steal only what I can
Okay,
afford.
in that case, both you recover the ones you used.
I'm gonna go ahead and see what the argument's about.
As you go downstairs, you see that the person that runs the hotel and a knight who you do not recognize at all, they don't look particularly important, they just look like a knight, appear to be having some kind of argument.
The helmet, bro.
The helmet, bro. The knight had given some kind of order to the hotel manager who, he appears to have read it. He, based on the argument, took some kind of issue with it. As soon as they see you coming... Actually, I'm going to go ahead and roll for that 1 second. Meow.
This freaking guy could be stealthy as fuck. You don't know if they know.
That's you. And
He's
that's...
stealthing down those stairs.
Alright. The knight notices. So, as you come down, they're having an argument. The manager's like hitting the piece of paper, like seeming to insinuate that it's something he doesn't want to do. As you come down, the knight turns towards the stairs, notices you, doesn't make a big deal out of anything, but he turns back towards the hotel manager, gives him a very stern glare, and puts his hand up in a motion to indicate 5 of something. The hotel manager then looks over towards you, sighs, rips up the piece of paper several times, to the point like shredding it.
Oh fuck.
And then nods, kind of depressed, nods to the knight, who then leaves.
So, what was that about?
Taxing. The business isn't doing so well, and they want more money from us.
The knights?
Well,
Have you ever thought about opening up a branch in the blanket fort?
Oh my god.
you have a very brief period before the rest come back to talk to him about it. Roll me insight.
Alright, let's see, where's my insight at? There you are. I gotta roll with 5 inspiration dice, because, yeah.
Because, yeah! Sun is a deadly laser. Highest one was a 20. He's lying. He is absolutely...
Oh, okay.
Well, you got a 20 on one.
Well, it's 5 plus the 1 original dice. I keep forgetting to do that one first.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I forgot.
But yeah, he's lying. He seems to not want to lie, but yeah, he seems to be lying about what it was.
Huh.
You can tell by the half-hearted smile he tries to crack at you, which then disappears. You also realize it's odd that he would immediately answer you, because that seems like it would not be your business otherwise.
You don't have to lie to me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I got a 20 on my roll.
Yeah, that doesn't...
You did say,
That means you know he's lying,
You're
not that
lying.
he's suddenly
I
compelled
know
not
that
to
he's
lie.
lying, but...
Oh my god.
I like how it's...
You just like, you grab him by the shoulders. I got a 20, I know.
I know. Oh, shit, what
You're
do I
gonna
got
fucking
here?
tell me everything.
I'd like that, like, if it's like in real life, you roll a dice right on the counter there, and it's like, look, buddy, you see that dice?
I'm not that good with words, so can I try to convince him to tell me the truth?
You can try.
With, like, charisma?
Roll me
or
persuasion.
Persuasion, alright. Let's go ahead and do 10 dice on this one, because
Damn.
I just wanna...
So you're
I
down
just
to
wanna do
130?
Yes.
I'm trying to keep up in absence of Finn.
No.
Also, chat won't be able to see this, but
That's two
Wow, you got
20s.
2 20s. Holy shit.
Chat won't be able to see what.
check it out.
What is that? Ooh,
Nice.
Very nice.
that's Sasuke.
Yeah.
Holy shit, he pretty.
I'll probably have like put
I'd
that
tap
up. I'd probably put that up as like the background or something next time we play. But
I don't know how I don't know the dice of the other two that used anything because they also got the $7. So if they want to put theirs in the Discord, so I can keep track and give it to Finn later.
I'm back at 150. I'll let him take the extra one.
151 rub, baby.
So you're trying to persuade him. So you got a 20. So how do you word this? What are you gonna say to him?
I don't really know. I'm not that great with words. Shit.
Did you see that dice? It says 20. You tell me now.
It's like you just take out like a handful of dice, you roll them on the table in front of them without saying anything. Like 2 of them are 20. He just looks at them. Oh shit.
You just point, you have just the most like freaking angry face, you point aggressively at it, you grab him by the shoulders, tell me!
Tell me!
Tell me what you know!
Where is she?
Tell me what you know!
Who just complimented us?
Nah,
Tell me and be my best friend!
Fuck, how do I word this?
Imagine you like slam your hands on the
travel far and wide. I know when people are being
you
deceptive.
slam your hands on the table.
Truth! Worry about me.
How do I word this?
What about that, Emerald?
What?
I've traveled far and wide. I know when people are trying to deceive me, but you need not worry. Maybe I can help.
Yes, thank you, Blue.
Damn.
Yes, what Blue said, because he's better at words. I suck at the words.
He looks nervous for a moment. He realizes he's been caught in a lie. And he just like looks to the side, makes sure that the knight has left the hotel. He like motions for you to come closer so that no one coming down the stairs or whatnot could hear you. That knight just gave me an order to try to keep you all occupied for a while because apparently there's going to be an arrest taking place, and you and all of your friends.
Buddy, you were drinking really loud.
What?
My dog was drinking really loud. It was picking up on the microphone.
Evidently, and I'm keeping my nose as out of this as I can, but you and your friends have been your execution has been ordered for some reason.
Oh fuck.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it sucks to be all of you. Me as Duncan will leave now.
Thank you for letting me know. I won't mention that you've told me. You have my word.
He nods. You and your friends might want to get out of here before they attack.
No, fuck that. Storm the castle.
Apparently there's already some knights in the surrounding area preparing to storm in and take you by force.
Why?
Alright.
Apparently things didn't go well with Duncan.
Fuck.
But Alphonse.
Oh man, I totally did her. Oh, too bad she has to die now.
No, what a dick,
Hey,
right?
You'll never tell of the great.
I'll be the last one who ever tapped that bitch.
You'll never tell of the great sex we did. Oh no. Well, I guess. Darn.
Around this time, your everybody would generally start to arrive. I'd like.
I was going to ask if I could help.
Yeah. Yes.
I was going to ask beforehand, but before all this occurred, but could it be alright if Eric tried to sneak into the hotel instead of going through the front door? He's kind of paranoid about, shadow demons jumping on to attacking his ass.
No.
Yeah.
Leave a lady by herself?
Oh crap.
No, not a lady.
Yeah, you could roll stealth. Go for it.
You're not a lady, you're a faux lady.
I'm gonna use like 5 of the dice.
The lady.
Just because I don't know, I just kind of like Eric actually stealthing. I got 4. All right, out of the 6 dice rolled, I got. Let's see, 2 1s, a 2, a 14, an 18, and a 20.
Damn.
So I have a 31 on my stealth.
Okay, you are, for all intents and purposes, invisible in every sense except the literal one.
Lorenzo doesn't even know you come in, so you don't get warned.
Oh no.
So you would have been there for that. And we'll say that you could have arrived, especially because you guys, like, you hoofed it back. You could have arrived in time that you caught that. You also would have seen the knight leaving and then come in time to hear that spiel. So that also answers my question about which people arrive back first. So the first people that are arriving back are going to be Robin and Eric. After that, the twins, which of you has a higher dexterity? Actually, which of you has a lower dexterity?
Dude, Gaël, we spent fucking forever down there.
Bristol was on the other side of town.
My dexterity is 20. I got a +5.
I have a +4.
Okay, the lower of you, roll me dexterity.
Oh shit.
As a save or just ability or?
As a save.
Uh-oh.
And then, Stonewalker and Gaël, which of you has a lower dexterity?
+2 for Gaël.
I have a +2 as well.
Okay, I don't know, pick one of you, roll it, I don't care who.
You do it.
Doing it.
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
I got a ghetto 20.
Ghetto 20.
All right, so you definitely arrive back first. So it's Eric and Doctor, followed by the Stonewalker Gaël team, and then the twins arrive back last.
The Duncan Gaël team.
Yeah, sure.
Oh shit. Yeah, whatever.
Can we take a nap now and dress our wounds?
Oh,
Actually, fucking, yeah, you guys haven't had any chance to rest, so the damage you guys took is still there.
I know.
bad now though.
I'm gonna help you guys hear like noise. It's raining and it sounds like the fucking apocalypse.
We can't hear anything.
Okay, because my mic is just like picking up just noise. It's showing me at least.
Stonewalker, could you just roll me, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception, which one is that again?
It's on your main page, it's on your main page, it should be like, where is it?
Under senses.
Yeah, it's under senses.
It's like, look where your AC and stuff is, go up and then to the right a bit.
Oh, 14.
14, alright. Gotta roll something. Okay, never mind, don't worry about it.
Alright, cool.
That's never good.
Oh.
So you guys get back to...
I'm too busy trying to be Duncan and fishing compliments out of Gaël.
Yep, you are too busy trying to be Duncan.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You're still looking like Duncan?
You are definitely trying really hard to be Duncan right now. Anyways.
Do I not know? Oh. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Alright then.
Alright, cool.
This is fine.
So.
Stonewalker's gonna kill herself now. I'm kidding.
So.
She might have had the chance.
2 knights. 2 rather important looking knights intercept you two.
We're fine.
Hello?
One of them, where the fuck are they? One of them they both have their helmets off. They both have rather meaty looking armor on. One sec, I gotta get the right thing. Notes, where are you? Where are you? Images and maps. Fuck. Sorry, I'm taking a second, guys. I've got to go through stuff and junk.
This is fine.
Really? Yup, this is fine.
I'm just gonna shillelagh them. It's good.
I do not like your tone at all, dude.
Which of us?
They've probably seen Duncan at the castle and are wondering about me.
Dude, that's what I was thinking. That's why I don't like his tone.
This is fine.
Oh, fuck.
This is terrifying.
Okay.
As long as I'll have to kill them before they mention to Gaël, though, that Duncan's at the castle. I'm kidding.
Sorry, it's not Ridley.
I love that that's your main worry. You're like, Gaël can never know.
Why would I be worried?
Okay, so these
Just
two
like-
rather important-looking knights approach you guys. Fuck, where is it? Should be under... I am sorry again that I'm taking so long on this. I'm trying to get
No,
some
it's
images
fine.
up for you guys. PCs.
Just like, so Duncan is at the castle. You immediately book it. I don't know what you're talking.
That is
Duncan-
impossible.
Like, Duncan is at the castle, and I go,
Duncan
that
is right
man's an
here.
imposter.
Lies and slander.
Lies and slander.
Boop. So,
Bunch of fucking clam jammers. We got right here.
Yeah, am I right? God.
It's like Duncan's at the castle. I whisper to Gaël, Stonewalker must be pretending to be me at the castle.
Dude, that's amazing.
okay, so these two intercept you.
Oh, fuck.
Love how
The
deep
depict-
Oh,
hole
fuck.
Mai's gotten.
Don't crash on me, game. Don't
I
crash.
know, dude, it's crashing on me
It's
too.
not, yeah, it's not letting me see it.
There we go.
Just hold up.
Give it a just give it a second.
Oh,
God.
Oh.
These fuckers!
Don't, don't
These
click
two
on it.
intercept
I
you.
saw the names,
Oh.
and I was worried.
I see their images now.
Oh,
The,
yeah.
the one wearing bulkier armor like steps forward. You guys hear the clanking of metal as you like see other knights emerging from alleys and surrounding you. The one wearing bulkier armor steps forward. Thought you'd escape, did you? You should have fled the city while you had the chance, Duncan.
Oh no.
God damn it!
Okay then.
I look to the one in armor, and as he is talking to me all like freaking angrily and stuff, Stonewalker's just gonna be like, play along. I look angrily back at him.
No.
This is bad.
This is so bad!
You would have done well to do what Lady Thelka told you to do. Fleeing like this is most unbecoming the High Priest of Alquam.
This isn't fleeing.
Then you will come with us?
Looks to Gaël. Looks back to the knights.
Can any of us see this going
Nope,
on?
it's too far away.
Looks
That's
back to the
odd.
knights. Looks to Gaël. I look to them.
That is, of course, why he came to get me.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
So bad.
We got what we came for.
Oh no.
We're returning.
I motion to Gaël as he says this. This man is needed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
You say that that's why he came to get you. So that you could attend his execution.
Yes.
Yes. They both just say yes.
You're a confusing man, Duncan. To ask for an early audience with Lady Thelka, and then when accused of your crimes to flee, only to bring one of your outsiders along with you. What's
If
your
I'm to be
game?
Executed, then I will be executed in front of my god.
He looks at the markings on Gaël.
Gaël's god?
I see.
I do not run, but I must adhere to my faith. I put both my hands forward. We're not gonna fight all these knights.
Oh, shit!
He looks to Gaël. Then you'll come with us?
Mm-hmm. I don't think those cuffs will fit me, though.
Oh, Jesus.
I see. Throw down all of your weapons, Goliath.
Guile will toss his javelins down.
Do you really think that this is the way it should be?
I don't question the order of Lady Thelka. She has decided that you're an enemy of Idelia. That's all that matters to me.
Then if you don't think it's wrong, speak them in your own words, motions to Gaël. Tell him my crimes.
Your crimes. Idelia is heading in a new direction. Lady Thelka can see that now. She understands that the Void will soon be in control of this island. Duncan stands accused of getting in the way of that order, of putting innocent lives in danger, and conspiring with those who would destroy our nation. He upsets the balance by involving outsiders. Lady Thelka knows that we must give over to the Void. Some knights scramble over and retrieve your javelins.
Let us go. Your execution will take... Yes, sorry.
So we hadn't met with the others, the ones also chosen. I would like them to see me executed. Please.
Apologies.
No.
But it is more than likely that all of your accomplices are dead. When you fled, the order was put out to kill them.
What does Duncan do?
I'm just like,
Jesus.
Not
Also,
what Duncan did.
I'm not gonna lie though, I'm listening to Hosier's Take Me to Church in the background on this, and it fits perfectly.
Yo,
Are
nice.
are we near a wall or anything nearby? Like, are we like in an intersection?
You're like, yeah, you're at like a crossroads where you're like a little bit past like a four-way intersection on the roads. Like 3 or 4 city levels, because remember this thing like slopes up away from the highest point. The sun is just about setting at this point. I'd say you're about 20 feet from like the wall separating this and the next level up of the city.
Is there anything like, would I be able to throw Stonewalker over us?
Oh no!
Hey, Duncan.
Yeah, probably.
I'm already like
Duncan.
I've already like stepped forward with both my arms like at the ready for them to take me.
Probably.
I would like to cast darkness centered on Duncan, quote unquote.
Oh
And
no.
then G's with like 10 advantage. Lob him over the wall.
Oh no!
What I'm about to do is probably gonna be really dickish to anyone who's watching.
Oh,
But
God.
Gaël can die.
Wait, what'd you say?
He comes back.
That's kind of part of what Gaël's
Oh, yeah.
thinking here. Because if you get executed, you die. If I get executed, whatever, dude.
As soon as the darkness happens, I just like yell back because like I know what's going on. I just yell back in Stonewalker voice like Gaël!
Roll me athletics.
Okay, I'm gonna use like 10 advantage on this one.
Oh god.
Oh no!
Oh,
He's
Jesus.
gonna know.
Oh, jeez, Scoob.
No, shut up. This is emotional.
It is. That's why I said it.
What was the command? /die, and then it's... Yeah, I got it.
Waiting for the roll.
Athletics, right?
Yeah. I mean, you are you, so you're probably gonna make this.
That's not it. Fuck.
Just roll them all individually.
Yeah. Alright, 1. 2.
Hey!
3. Not 20.
20.
Yeah. Yeah, we could probably just leave it at that. I can't really surpass that.
I just go through the ozone.
Oh my god.
All right, so yeah, you cast darkness. It spreads out as it happens. Radley, the one that's been talking to you, immediately like raises his hand with seeing the magic and is like, "Capture them! Kill the big one!" As the darkness spreads out. He takes out a glaive that he had on his back, and as the darkness covers your vision as well, you see the tip of the glaive ignites with fire. Hadwin, on the other hand, pulls out this like very large shield that he had on his back, and they both prepare to attack. As this dozen knights around you also swarm in, you grab what you believe to be Duncan by the collar and you throw him.
I yelled at him as Stonewalker.
I know, but like you do that as you're thrown, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he grabs you and then like throws you. As he throws you, you like sail up onto the next city block up, which is it'd be quite a ways around for them to go like around and catch you, and they also don't see you fly out the top of the darkness. You call back to him as you fly off. Is there anything anything that you two would like to do before I don't even know if we should enter combat
if he
on
wants
this.
to roll to see if he understands.
Roll me.
Or if he thinks I'm just Duncan with a squeaky voice.
Roll me perception, Gaël.
Okay.
Do it with advantage, bruh. Red.
Oh shit.
Nope, you don't catch on to that.
Duncan sure needs a lozenge.
He's probably scared.
I'm just up on the city block, like just staring. It's like I hit the ground, probably took some damage, and I just look back down, like no.
So the question here is, there's about 8 knights and those 2 attacking you. Do you want to attempt to fight them, Gaël?
Am I within any range of, like, how far away am I?
I could see in the darkness, like I could fuck with them, but no, Gaël will just dispel it and surrender once he figures that everyone else is safe.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to do this.
All right, so you dispel the darkness and put your hands up.
Mm-hmm.
As you do, and Stonewalker, as you like soar up and like are coming down to land up on the next level up of the city, you see that Hadwin does not stop charging as the darkness is dispelled. As you turn to put your hands up, Gaël, you feel like this white-hot blade pierce through you immediately. With you not putting up any defense, that flaming glaive goes straight through. You're piercing through your heart. Assuming that you're not trying to fight back, that's probably just going to instantly kill you.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Duncan just stares back as Gaël gets his fucking heart completely impaled.
Stabbed through. Hadwin, like, digs it into you, pushes it, the blade as far through you as he can, twists the blade slightly. You ignite, because you're now on fire, as the flames from this glaive cover you. Your body begins to dissolve away into, like, black ash, as is the way of a Revenant. And, as he pulls it out, you seem to just, you fall to your knees. Stonewalker, we're gonna assume that you, like, landed on top of a building up on the next level up, so you can still, like, see this. Your body ashes away, burns down. The javelins you left on the ground also disappear along with you. You are gone, and it's going to take 24 hours for you to come back.
Oh, that's upsetting.
So there's 3 things that I can do right now.
Run.
So,
One is just run. Get out of there.
So I'm going to go ahead and roll on fucking Radley's part here. I'm going to go ahead and roll a perception check. Where are you? I guess it'd just be wisdom. 2 of them. First one was an 11. He does not see where you went.
Nice.
Fucking good. That makes my decision for me then. I start heading toward the castle.
All right.
Why?
And while I'm doing this,
kill a bitch.
And while I'm doing this,
yo, come to the
changed
hotel.
the
We'll storm the castle together.
Yeah, dude, come
I'm
on.
already invisible.
This is what his characters decided to do.
Fuck!
I change into Radley as I head toward the castle.
Oh!
Oh,
Yes!
shit.
Dude!
Oh shit!
They're gonna be looking for Duncan. They're not gonna be coming straight back to the castle. They didn't know where I went.
Oh my god.
Do you have any way of contacting us?
Nope.
Shit!
I do! Finn!
Yes, you send a message to find us and we go to help.
I just pretty much like, I turn into Radley. I look to my owl who's always around me at some level. And I just like, I just mentally tell him, go to the fucking hotel.
Get the others?
Like,
Or no?
Like write a message so we can actually read it.
Yeah.
With what paper?
I just looked to him. Oh god, what do I have on me? Do I have any sort of notes?
A spell, maybe?
Just carve it into the owl.
I don't have anything.
You have money!
You have money! You have money!
Cutting help into the owl.
No, I have money.
That's so fucked up.
No, God, I have the money.
Oh, it's metal.
Oh, Gaël
Yeah,
had your
little owl.
Gaël had your money.
We don't have our money for 24 hours.
Oh fuck.
We also lost our only physical fighter for.
We fucked.
You are primarily a warlock, Emerald.
I have a hard blade, damn it.
I don't have anything to really
I
like
could
write
kill
on
her.
or anything. I'm just gonna send Finn toward them. I'm looking at Conjure Familiars, trying to see if there's anything I can do
I'm
with
glad you liked your present.
it. Since he
Grant?
is a
Write
familiar-
it, dude. Just like rip a chunk off of your sleeve and write it in blood.
Alquam just donated $10 and says, grants a boon for his champion's sacrifice and demands retribution for his death. 5 to Stonewalker and to Gaël.
Aww, thank you, Alquam. You're my favorite owl deity.
By the way, I might end up spending almost all my dice tonight.
Well, we're
I'm
probably
just
not going to be
gonna
playing
I'm
much
just
longer.
gonna tell Finn. I'm just gonna tell Finn to somehow lead them to the castle.
Okay. Finn is going to go off and do that. That'll involve like charisma checks and whatnot on Finn's part when it gets there.
Yeah, because I have nothing else to send them. Like they'll know Finn, but they won't know anything else.
In that case, so you're heading off towards the castle. Be a while before you get there. Everybody else arrives back at the hotel.
I informed them of what I learned. And that we should probably leave town quickly.
Am I still
Has anybody seen Gaël and Stonewalker?
We're fine.
Logan, am I still stealth?
Yeah, you're still stealth in there.
Alright, cool.
Are we napping yet?
You guys would arrive, like, there wouldn't be enough to... You know what? You would have, like, maybe a short rest on your way back because you're not doing much. So I'll give you guys a chance to use HD for 1 rest. So, how many hit dice do you want to use for that 1 rest?
Oh, God.
I mean, I'm pretty banged up. I feel like I should probably do something about that.
You have 7 that you could use. You have 6, Isla. But you guys are not going to have time for a long rest before the knights show up, so any HD you use now, whatever's left is what you got for until next time you can sleep.
Okay, I guess 2, then, I guess?
You're going to use 2?
Yeah.
If you want, you can just go onto your character sheet. If you look down the bottom where it says HD, you can just double-click on it a number of times, and it'll, like, roll them and automatically take it out of your health. There you go. Yep, you're up to full.
Hell yeah!
You too, Ian.
As a hit die is D8.
Yep.
1 damage.
Shit.
Sure, let's try 2.
Okay.
Boy!
There. Now you're
That
back.
works.
You're down to
Damn.
3 damage.
Damn.
You guys like recover that much on your way back, and you finally arrive back. I'd like both of you to roll me perception.
Oh, fuck.
As a save or ability?
It's
Yeah.
always a save.
Always a save. Okay.
Or it's always like perception is just a skill.
Okay, so my actual save. I want to roll one of my actual dice.
But yeah, when I tell you to roll like when I tell you to roll like one of your saves, it's always rolled as a save.
Yo! Nat20 plus 3.
And he got a nat.
Oh my god, Ian is not paying any attention.
Fucking dick!
He's just walking into poles.
Oh no.
Ian's just constantly thinking about how much pain he's in.
Bang! Ow. So, Isla, you become distinctly aware that several knights are following you. You guys. Ian, your mind is preoccupied by the fact that your sister is letting off this sour smell because of the spell. Wondering how much of that is also you, and also you're admiring your new weapon.
Wait. Oh my god. So is he like, dude, you stink? And it's like, that's not me. That's you. Because we both smell.
Yep.
We're just arguing about who smells.
I never even thought about that. Like, can we smell ourselves?
Yep, but you probably both think it's the other person.
Sorry, I had to run really quick. Did Finn show up yet?
Not yet. There's Ian and Isla are still getting back to the hotel.
Okay, good.
So neither one of us will ever accept that we're the one who smells.
Yo. Always gonna be blaming it on the other one. That's fucking great. I kind of love that.
Why do you smell like piss?
You smell like piss and vomit and look like it too. God.
If your piss smells like that, you might want to see a doctor. I think that's a sign of a urinary tract infection.
A urinary tract infection.
I stutter. You're making fun of my speech impediment. That is rude.
I'm sorry, Doctor. You would know best.
Yes, doctor knows best.
5. Oh yeah. So we got another donation. $10. 5 split between the twins. So each of you get 5.
Yay! Aw, thank you.
You guys are gonna fucking. There's gonna be a series of battles coming up. They might end up being next game, but there's a series of battles coming up.
Oh my god. Nice.
So but yeah, Isla, you're the one that notices like that knights are following you guys.
Okay.
Are you gonna tell me about it?
Yes, I'm not that much of a dick. So wait, are we still arguing about shit, or?
It's up to you.
I'm checking with Izzy, DM. Fuck. Not all questions are for you. Just okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
we're siblings. I mean, we're siblings, and we're both abrasive douchebags, so probably.
No, yeah, it's true. Okay. So fucking in between yells, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, well, you look like shit. God damn it. There are people. Also, you still smell.
Dude, you're the one who fucking. Wait, what?
People follow us. What's cool? Okay, fuck. Just keep walking. Shit.
For how long? When did this happen?
A DM for how long?
About half an hour.
Like
you're telling me this now?
Like fucking, I don't know. I thought they might go away.
For half an hour?
Dude, I'm tired. I really don't want to fight anybody.
Yeah, well, we might have to. Jesus.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of thinking that because we're not yelling at each other, they're gonna know that we're on to them now.
Oh, right. Bitch!
Dick!
You have an S for a face.
Both of you roll performance.
Oh my god.
Do they need to?
How dare! I think that was pretty solid.
Oh no,
okay, come on.
Performance.
Come on. Oh!
Use advantage dice. Ooh.
Oh shit, I forgot about advantage dice!
Too late. What was your roll?
It was 5, and I got a +4, so like 9.
I rolled an 18 total.
Yeah, you did better than me.
Ian manages to save it. He comes on strongly enough that they think that maybe your feelings are just hurt, Isla, and
Okay, cool.
maybe you're just like don't want to fight as much anymore because he said something scathing.
Oh my god, I'm such a sensitive girl.
A delicate flower.
They don't try to do anything. You guys come within view of the hotel.
Shit.
Alright, we're almost there. And then maybe we can take a nap if these guys don't, try to stab us or something.
Are they just gonna fucking follow us to the hotel, though? Is there, like, anything that we can do to, like, fucking throw them off?
At this point, they know where you're going.
Fuck, okay. Screw it. Let's just go.
Time bomb in the
Fuck it,
corner.
whatever happens, happens. We'll deal
Yep.
with it later.
Just
Alright.
open up the door. So there's guys following us.
Yeah, dude, yeah. Hi, yeah, we're back. We have some sweet swords, and there's people following us. I'm gonna have a nap now.
Yeah,
Where'd
yo,
you get the
Sam,
swords?
don't worry
Worry about
about it. It's fine.
Okay, so yeah, you're back with all of them. Lorenzo and Eric both know what's up because they both heard them saying like your executions have been ordered. Knights are going to be surrounding this place.
Yep, that's gonna happen. Damn it.
Jesus.
Let's see. Invisibility. What was it?
All right. So is Finn there yet? Since everybody's at the hotel.
I'll tell you when Finn gets there.
All right.
We're all like,
Finn is never late.
We're all finna get here. When's
Exactly
Finn
when
gonna
he
get
needs
here?
to.
There we go.
All right. So
You'll probably want to do things in the meantime of waiting for Finn to show up.
No, I want Finn
Is
to
Finn
show
there yet?
up.
I'll tell you when it
Get outta
happens.
here.
10 seconds of silence. Is Finn here yet?
Horse
let's
beer.
bring everyone up
Drinks
to
beer.
speed on what's going on.
Alright, everyone, you are now aware.
Yeah. We should probably leave as quickly as we can.
But fuck. I don't know.
Let's see. How many people are here?
Everybody except for Gaël and Stonewalker.
The twins, Eric, Robin, and Lorenzo.
Okay. Because I could make us a bunch of disguised self potions and just look like random assholes that no one cares about.
Ooh.
I have that as an invocation, so I'm good on that.
I have alter self. So yeah.
I'm still basically
We just
invisible.
all turn into Ragnar.
Yeah, all right.
Every one of us is Ragnar.
Radley?
Radley. Who
Ragnar?
could possibly be the real
I'm Ragnar the
one?
Blood Edge. I don't.
Ragnar the Blood Edge.
Some like guy in a red coat no one has ever seen before. I am Ragnar the Blood Edge. Another guy walks out. I am also Ragnar the Blood Edge. Everyone else. We three also are Ragnar the Blood Edge.
Oh my god.
We wish you a good day. Goodbye.
Ragnar wishes you a good day.
Never mind that there are like 5 of him.
Good day to die.
Oh my god.
So,
I want to be disguised as Mozzie in Nickelback.
Oh my god.
as a hobgoblin.
They wouldn't expect it.
Eric disguises himself as Kirei. Someone that doesn't exist yet.
Oh my god.
Won't exist.
Nope.
So you all gonna go with that plan, the disguised self plan?
Does anyone know what Lady Thalka looks like?
Ooh.
None of you have met her, no.
What do you think I'm trying to go find out at the castle?
Question: Can I tell Ian what Alphonse looks like?
You could describe him, but like that's the best you could do. And like getting him exactly down based on a description would be rather difficult.
Probably.
Do all the knights have on kind of the same basic armor?
Yeah.
Okay, we could just disguise ourselves as knights.
Yeah, that'd work.
All right. So you all are
So,
going.
is there anyone who like can't disguise themselves on their own?
I can't.
Eric cannot disguise himself.
So that's at least 2 extra that I'd need to make. Anyone else?
He can
I have
turn
a high-
himself. He is currently like basically invisible.
Yeah, I was gonna say I do have extremely high stealth.
He could try to stealth
guys
that.
want-
Try and rely on that.
That shit? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use alter self, and that's a second level spell, so fuck.
I can.
Logan.
Yep.
Can I see if there's any clothes I can steal that could look sufficiently different from my actual look?
There probably wouldn't be any loose clothing hanging around in the hotel.
Okay. Well,
None that the owner would readily be like.
Rooms.
You're just gonna like rifle through people's rooms.
I could.
In the meantime, the hotel has suspiciously kind of cleared out.
We gotta get the fuck out of here, yo.
Now. We gotta do this now.
I would leave a tip with the manager for tipping us off, but I can't.
Cause our
Our
money's with
got no
Alcon.
money.
Money is
Fuck! Ah!
We give it to the one character more death prone than Eric.
God damn it.
Oh no. Alright, so I guess I'm making 2 disguised self potions.
Enough for everybody. All right. So in that case, Hawk, I'd like you to roll me stealth since you're the one like the outlier on this.
All right, I'm going to spend 10 dice to make sure I stay stealth.
150.
No, I actually have.
All of the dice.
Still no 20s.
Oh no!
Don't do that to me. I actually have a plan for my 100. So I'm going. Actually, I'll spend 9. That'll just probably be 10 dice because that's.
Mm-hmm.
I got 10 dice in my hand now. All right, let's see what we got. We got a 1, 7, an 8, 11, an 8, a 9, a Nat19.
You'll be good. You'll be good with that.
Nice.
And I got a 20 also.
All right, then you're fine then.
Nice.
Yay.
So
As you
someone
get
mark-
out-
keeping track of things, mark down 9 dice for me.
As you stealth out, you pass by like people that are around you. See in the distance, knights are not letting people get closer to the hotel, like it's being sectioned off. You see some carrying boards, which you don't immediately realize why, but some of them are carrying boards. And there's probably a good like 12, 16 knights surrounding the area in total that you see as you're like stealthing out and getting down the block. The rest of you, you are disguised as knights and are going to try to leave?
I mean, I'm disguised as a knight. I'm going with that.
Okay.
May as well.
Does
I'm just
Does
gonna
anyone
walk out as
have any
myself.
higher charisma than +6?
Wait, let me check.
+5 is the maximum.
Yeah, dude, because I have a +4.
Yo, Robin, roll perception.
Oh, shit.
Perception? Can I do advantage on this?
Sure.
Oh, Logan, before Eric disappeared, I wanted him to just say goodbye to the group, just in case.
See you in hell, fuckers.
Oh.
So ominous.
Though you all may be pagans, you've all been fantastic.
I got a 22.
Okay,
Take care of
so
yourselves.
you like as you nonchalantly peer out a window and like see a knight out like that just out of the corner of your eye. Your eyes feel strange again. You can't quite piece together like what's going on, but your eyes activate again, and you suddenly become aware of the presence of every one of the knights that are in the surrounding area. You become aware that there are about 23 of them. They are effectively surrounding the place and coming in. You have this like vague sense of what all living creatures in the area are, and ones that are particularly important to you.
Are any of them Alphons?
No, he was a guard, not a knight.
Are any of them owl font?
Oh my god.
Little owl?
By this point, you are fully aware that the body you're in has some kind of sorcery trait that allows it to track and detect things.
Anything I can glean other than just like, can I perceive any of their plans?
There is like only one venue where like they haven't blocked it off yet. Like to the north, there's like an alleyway that they haven't looked at on the side of the building. It's the only way out that is not swarmed with knights. Even if you guys do disguise yourself as knights and leave, they may decide that that's suspicious that a bunch come out and are leaving.
So we should wait for them to come in and then just...
Oh, sorry.
We should just wait for them to come in and just get lost in the crowd.
Yeah, dude.
Are they able to see the front door of the hotel?
The knights? Yes, there's several that would have a plain view of it.
Is there a way we can sneak out without being seen?
Roll me another perception check. You are now like you're now probing your own mind, being like, "Do I have a way of detecting that?" Because you're trying to get used to what this is.
Be right back.
I'm gonna use another advantage.
Okay.
18.
Yep. You can detect that there is a cellar down below the hotel that actually has a pathway out of it that like leads to a sewer system underneath the road. Again, it's like a map is just building itself in your mind as you think about this.
I'm going to inform the rest of the crew about this.
Except Eric.
Eric is already out. Good job, rest of the crew.
So, should we take
Hey, you
this?
told me to roll to get out.
All right, let's go, team. Let's go take the route that I have decided upon.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna disguise myself. I'm just gonna walk out the front door.
You are?
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Because
I could use that as a chance to get away.
you're doing that to give.
Several dozen crossbow bolts later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go at the front door. Opens it, closes it, pew pew pew, bang, like explosions, and you come back in. Okay. In concept, that was a good idea. But that said, are you gonna do that so the others have a chance to get out?
Sure, as long as they don't go through the front door.
You recognize what you're getting into, right?
Yeah, I do. And I think I have a plan, if I can word it right.
Oh god.
Oh god, what did I miss?
I'm the master of wording, you know?
Doctor discovered that there is in the cellar of this hotel, there is a passage that leads to the local sewers. The sorcery trait that Robin has is letting him basically build a map of everything around him in his mind. And Lorenzo has decided to walk out the front door and distract the guards so the rest of you guys can get away.
Oh shit, he's gonna die.
Yeah.
And unlike Gaël, he don't come back.
Well, it was nice
Oh,
knowing
bye.
you.
I mean, as long as you don't fail my rolls, I'll be fine.
Oh my god.
All right, so
Use inspiration, damn it.
so
Like-
I have
all of it.
130, of course I am using inspiration.
Okay. One thing though before you do this, Emerald. You know they're trying to
What?
kill us all, right?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
Godspeed.
So, as all of you flee downstairs, you, all of you move into the cellar. As you guys go down, you guys do not see a passage that leads into the sewers immediately. But, Doctor, you find a stone that you press in and it opens it up. You become aware that something within Robin's mind, be it her eyes or just some quality she has the ability to track and find easy ways to get out of places and maneuver and, in general, use her surroundings constantly to her advantage.
Oh, yeah.
So, you guys open that. As you do that, you say goodbye to Lorenzo, who turns very dramatically, I'm sure, his cloak of invisibility swaying as he turns, fluttering in the wind. And he walks out the front door. As you do, a dozen knights all aim crossbows at you, with another 2 of them stepping forward and drawing blades. Elsewhere, Eric, you are also out there, so you can see Lorenzo coming out the front with nobody else. You are... Where do you want to position yourself? Like, on top of a building? Do you want to be, like, down an alleyway?
I want to be on top of buildings so I have a bit of a viewpoint of him.
Gotcha. Elsewhere...
Imagine the last moments from above.
I also... It's... this is literally going to kill me, but... I have 2 handfuls of black keys at the...
You don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Like,
We're actually in closing cutscene right now. So don't worry too much.
Okay, then I am making my way towards the castle.
Oh, I mean, like... You don't want to back up? Okay. You are
I mean,
also...
I was going to back him up, but he says I don't need to. I'll stay. Okay, I'll stay to keep an eye on him, but after I'll head towards...
Okay, so you're gonna stay with Black Keys at the ready as he confronts a dozen knights with another dozen probably around the other side of the building. In the meantime, Radley is, Stonewalker disguised as Radley is sauntering quickly but not suspiciously towards the castle.
Hell yeah. By the way, Radley's on my shit list now.
God damn it.
He killed Gaël.
Your point.
Radley and
Exactly.
Hadwin watch.
Him and not the other one.
Radley and Hadwin watch as the last of the black mist dusts and ashes away where Gaël was standing. And elsewhere, we see Duncan running through an alleyway.
Oh fuck.
Also being pursued by several guards that are also on his tail. Out of breath, he stops at a dead end and turns as 2 guards walk towards him, commanding him to come with them. A figure appears behind the 2 of them, grabs both their heads, and smashes them together. They both fall to the ground. Duncan looks very confused.
Oh, it's Duncan's boyfriend.
Duncan looks very confused as another figure wearing guard armor steps out, wearing a hood and cloak around guard armor, steps out, raises his hand to him, and starts speaking to him. And Finn, at this point, will be getting close to the hotel.
That is now vacated.
And I'm sure that up on some...
Lands on Eric's shoulder.
And I'm sure that somewhere on a high point, Sasuke's probably hanging out just watching the town, being like, yeah, none of this bothers me.
Oh no, there's Duncan's boyfriend.
How dare?
How dare I wanted to be Duncan's boyfriend.
And we are
Damn
going,
right.
We're going to end there with, oh my god, Lorenzo, I'm so worried about you.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to use information that I've gotten so far to get my way out of it, but...
Oh god.
Prophet's boyfriend.
Cheech.
I just, oh my god.
All right, so we finished. I'm tuning back into chat then.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Oh my
someone
god.
messaged me early.
You cliffhangery bitch.
Oh, someone just commented being like, I can hold him off if that's what you want, but you don't mind if I take him out myself, right? Oh. Anyone who's seen Stay Night. Archer's last words before he goes off to fight Berserker.
That was like the one redeeming part of the Dean anime.
Before he nearly does take out Berserker.
He takes out a couple of his lives.
Yeah, he nearly got him like 6 times. And Berserker's like, fuck. He's like, Jesus.
Ugh.
Someone messaged me
I'm
earlier
so
and
sad
said
that
it was
Gaël's dead, but I'm also not that sad that Gaël's dead because he's gonna come back.
He's okay.
Someone
messaged me and said we missed 100 earlier.
I think it's terrifying that he destroyed Gaël's body that
Wait,
quickly.
someone sent us 100 earlier? What?
I got a message from someone who follows me that says that we missed 100 donation earlier.
Oh geez, Gaia. Damn mages, stop making my job harder. 100 to the monsters. I didn't see that. My bad.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Jesus.
Well, that's a good time for the
We love
monsters to
you.
get 100.
Okay, so Emerald's dead.
Yep.
I
Lorenzo,
mean,
I'm dead.
Carrie
Oh
can
my
attest to
God,
the fact that it's not like the
All
monsters were
as
short
soon as
on
Lorenzo
them.
walks out, all of them go Super Saiyan.
Oh no.
I really don't want to wait till next week. Can we go?
No, I know.
I have to walk a lawnmower all the across town, come back, and then get ready to do sound work. We can't do an extended game today. I'm sorry.
Rip.
We only did
I gotta
2
go to the
hours.
It's all good.
No, it's fine. We'll get another 2 hours next
Alright.
week, guys, because we're not doing that every 2 weeks.
Dude, I'll be.
It is kind of awesome.
I don't know if I'll make it in time.
Oh no.
Actually, it might be best if you do head towards the castle. Because
That's my original plan.
yeah, you might want to do that, and it's just because that way, if Lorenzo dies, we don't have like the narrative of you stood there.
I mean,
I was gonna try and help him by at least attacking a few people and then getting the fuck out.
No, you see, he didn't just stand there. He watched over Lorenzo in his final moments as a friend.
Yeah. Whereas Eric's probably gonna go get himself killed and no one will be around to see it.
Like Eric, brings out all the keys and is about to attack things, but Lorenzo brings up a hand toward Eric because he knows he's there, and gives it shakes his head, and Eric just looks back but my friend.
I will say, Emerald.
It's like
overly dramatic Sergio Leone music's playing.
Emerald,
it's like
you know.
the scene. It's like the scene from Man of Steel when the dad's about to get hit by the tornado.
Emerald, as a DM, you know I can't save anybody.
I know this.
I do want to say in advance that if this doesn't go well for Lorenzo, this is one hell of a heroic way to go out.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
totally. This is the best. He just spent the entire day sleeping. He is prepared to fight to the death if he has to.
I mean, here's the thing. These guards probably know of this freaking underground sewer path. They probably would have chased after you guys, but with Lorenzo being here, they probably won't.
Guards. Knights.
Well,
But I learned something last game about relationships and stuff, so hopefully we'll be good.
Oh.
We're gonna die.
All of my counters are in the thing. I've run out of counters.
Oh my god.
Oh Jesus.
There is only monster counters now.
We'll have to pick up some.
Wait,
you know
that
what
added
the
100,
worst
right?
part about me going to the castle is, though?
What?
I don't know what the lady looks like.
She's one of the throne, probably.
So I don't know who to be like my lady to.
Oh my god.
And I'm
Every
supposed to be
woman-
her best friend.
Just be Tumblr. Everyone you see, milady.
Lady.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Eric's going to the castle for more or less the same purpose. Oh, someone put a hit on all our friends. Fuck this person.
Oh, someone put a hit on all of us and fucking Gaël died for it. Fuck this person.
You're right.
Eric doesn't know Gaël died yet. He's just like,
wow.
oh, I'm gonna go kill a bitch.
I want to mention that I also have 3 cards left, so I mean...
I forgot about the cards!
I was sitting there being
Oh
like,
my god, the cards.
of all the things that might happen, I'm like, I was expecting that Emerald might use a card at that.
Yeah. That's only if my original plan doesn't work. That's like my backup plan.
How are we gonna last without either Lorenzo or Gaël? No one's gonna
coming
take
back.
damage.
I guess I could just constantly be in mutagen form.
Yeah, they destroyed my body, so
my
I don't know
God,
where I'm
is
gonna
he?
poof, but 24 hours I'm gonna poof somewhere.
Jesus.
See, I think it's a genius idea to actually have Gaël to hold on to our money. If he gets defeated,
Yeah,
nobody
that
takes
worked
our
out
money.
great.
If ever you're like attacked by bandits and like they demand your money, you can be like, "Hey, Gaël, what? I'm gonna stab you in the heart real quick." Okay, stab, disappears. Fuck off, bandits!
Oh, look, we don't have any money.
Now they know we mean business too.
Blue's kept up with our dice totals. Right now, Gaël's at 146, Stonewalker's at 155, Eric's at 136, and Rob's at 149.
And if the
152.
monsters just got 100, then that means they're at 264.
I'm
I
at
counted last
152.
time.
Monsters
Oh,
get
you're
to
at
1,000 and
152.
we
I
fight
thought
a
you had-
Tarrasque.
I thought you
All
had
right.
152 of them.
What's that?
I thought you had used 2, and I thought that you had 151 when you used 2. That's my bad.
I had 154 when I
I'm
used
not
to.
Finn.
Oh my god.
I'm not the smart.
We're not the owl.
Finn is moving slow.
All right, guys, I gotta rush off because I gotta go to the lawn thing. So I will.
Alrighty.
I gotta go.
I did
one
not.
deaf woman.
I didn't expect everyone to fucking separate like this, but whatever.
You
You'd expect people to what, Logan?
I didn't necessarily expect everyone to split up into smaller groups again, which is fine. I'm just worried about Lorenzo
Yo, right?
because these knights really aren't looking to talk. They're looking to like just be like, well, you're
Murder.
supposed to die. I mean, not to give any spoilers away, but they were gonna board up the hotel with you guys inside
burn
and
it
set it
to
on
life.
fire.
Shit.
That's what I figured was going to happen.
Oh dear.
As soon as you
No,
get bored,
no,
that's
I
where
have
I
any
would.
regret before anything. Does anybody want to plug anything before
Does
we
anyone,
end?
yeah, anyone want to say
Okay.
anything?
I'm casting for a new super secret project that Carrie's actually already in. It was something that Carrie. It's actually literally the entire reason Carrie and I got introduced.
Oh,
Like-
what?
Like 7 fucking months ago.
Yo, right? Goddamn.
How did it take us like 3 years to finally meet?
What is that?
I don't know.
Ugh.
Oh, and the game closed.
Yeah, I ended it. All right.
Wow.
I'll be doing an after game stream plus probably playing some games at some point over on my channel,
Okay.
Summoners Network.
Get it, boy.
Should we
watch
like
that.
host Deco's thing?
You can't host me.
He hosts.
I'm
He
only
streams on a
YouTube.
third-party site. Yeah, he doesn't stream on
Okay.
Twitch.
I'd like
I'm
to.
I'm not hip on the Twitch yet.
I'd like to just go ahead and leave this here.
Oh my god.
In a place that
Or
no one in the chat's gonna see it.
No, it's
because of my
specifically Hawk.
It's for
because of
Hawk.
my project.
Oh.
You know what, though, Doc? Here's the thing. We are going to be producing every episode in advance before the. I am going to have to cast every fucking minor character from the get-go.
Oh my god.
Well, there you go.
All right. Any other plugs? 'Cause I do gotta
Can I
go.
be tree number 3?
Trees rape people in this series, so sure.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my
I
god,
find
is it
God.
Lord of the Rings?
Oh my
Yes.
god. What the I'm so mad I didn't get to roll more. I just rolled dice for fun and I got 3 fucking nat 20s. What the fuck?
Oh, all your luck's just like going.
All right.
God damn it.
So
Yeah, no, I'm gonna.
we're off. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye.
bye.